Okay, so it's the morning of the 15th of July 2022. Just walking up to the airport terminal now. Just left my car in the car park and just heading off up to the terminal. So it's a trip down to Australia. So out of Oxford today, routing out towards Croatia and Greece, and then once we're down there we'll be stopping overnight and then heading down into Saudi Arabia, or into Egypt first, and Saudi Arabia and Muscat, down to Oman, where we're going to stay there for the night. And then hopefully, if the weather sort of behaves itself, there's a lot of storms across India at the moment, so across India, West Bengal, and then over to Thailand. We're going to spend a couple of nights over in Chiang Mai, and then all going well, we'll head down to Kuala Lumpur, into Jakarta and Bali, and then hopping across into Darwin, where we'll clear customs, probably stay the night there as well, because that'll take a little bit of time. And then from there over to across Australia, Mount Isa, and into Gold Coast. So a long way to go. Fortunately, we're in a jet, in the Vision Jet, and taking the SF50 down there to Gold Coast. And then once we're down there, then I've got to get my flight home. So yeah, looking forward to it. Should be a good trip, about 36 hours of flying over the next 6 or 7 days. So I'll keep you posted, keep watching, and you'll see some of our adventures and things that are happening en route.
Almost finished the first leg now, so we can see the view of the Alps below us, and we're just descending now down to flight level 250, coming over the Alps, Croatia, or over Italy at the moment, or just coming into Italy, and Croatia's in front of us. And yes, it's been a fairly smooth flight on this first leg, and we're going to stop into Pula, grab some fuel, and then we've got our flight plan already filed for Heraklion, and then we'll be heading down to Greece for our next leg. Stunning view of Venice today, one of the best weather days that I've ever seen in Venice here. Absolutely stunning. So you can see Venice in the centre on the left hand side, you can see Lido, and you've got the Lido airport down there. So yeah, beautiful view of being treated to of Venice today.
Vertical track.
Got a beautiful view of the Croatian coast. So heading southbound down towards Greece and Heraklion in Crete, which is our final destination for today. And just looking at the islands, pretty hot outside. It's about 32, 34 degrees actually when we left Pula, and now up here it's still only -6, and we're at nearly 20,000 feet. So we're going to enjoy the view heading down to Crete. Not far to go now for the end of the first day, just coming towards Athens, or you can see in the distance, and it's been a good flight. We've had really nice weather. We've had no dramas with anybody sort of with fueling or anything in Croatia, so it's been a really smooth flight. So we're just coming up towards Athens. We're going to be descending just shortly after there into Crete, and then from there we'll be staying overnight and preparing ourselves and for the flight out to Hurghada and Egypt tomorrow. So yeah, so we're just enjoying the view here in Greece, and just going to come across the top of Athens. You can see that there, and that'll be us done for the day once we get into Crete. Looking out over the right wing, the Corinthian Canal is just over there, goes through from one side to the other, cuts it short, getting the ships around the landmass. We've got Megara one of the general aviation airfields just on the coastline. Some of the ports just down here is LFCs, one of their military bases. Then Athens International, the old Athens International, is there right on the coast just by Glafada, the main city centre. You can see there the Acropolis is just down there somewhere in the middle. And then just further over is the international airport, so we'll be flying over the top and continuing on southbound towards Crete.
Okay, day 2 of the trip. Myself and Scott heading out to the aeroplane on our very, very big bus, all to ourselves. So we're in Crete, and we're just about to head down to Hurghada in Egypt, over to Riyadh in Saudi, and then off to Oman in Muscat. And we're going to stop there for the night. In fact, might even have to be 2 nights because there's some pretty big low weather over in the Arabian Sea. So we're going to see how that goes. But off we go.
Cairo's off to our left. Just coming up now, we can see the River Nile. So that goes off the River Nile to see how much of the land has been irrigated. Just to the north of the Nile, that goes all the way down into Luxor.
Turkish 44 Echo, call me frequency 1322.
Then out the other side, the River Nile carries on out that way into Cairo.
7006.
leaving the Red Sea behind us, just crossing the coast of Saudi Arabia now. So we've got Jeddah, which is just off to our left-hand side actually, and you see the desert that goes out in front of us. We're struggling to get the climb, but we're getting there. So Riyadh is our next stop, where we're going to stop for some fuel in Riyadh, and after that we're going to head on to Muscat. So probably be there about 7 o'clock this evening. Final approach into 3-3 right at Riyadh. It's a hot day outside, it's 43 degrees on the ground. We're being bumped around quite a little bit. We've been asked to keep 180 knots until 6 miles, which we're doing, but being bumped around quite a lot, and we're just waiting for something in front of us just to get airborne so that we can land. But yeah, so in the middle of the desert, coming into land into Riyadh. Taxiing out of Riyadh now. Here is lots of 777s. Just obviously no need for purpose anymore. And we're taxiing out. It's going to be a hot departure today. We've got 44 degrees is indicated, 43 on the ATIS. We've got 13,000, nearly 14,000 foot runway, and we've got a 5,500 foot takeoff roll. So it's 2,000 foot above sea level here as well. So with 2,000 foot above sea level, 44 degrees, it's going to be a long takeoff roll on a long climb. So the maximum takeoff is 50 degrees. So it's going to be an interesting climb out. The terminal building at Riyadh International. So we're just, unfortunately we've had to cross the runway where the 777s were parked and sort of taxi down on this side. They've got a couple of closed taxiways, so this is quite a long taxi. But we're getting there.
It's almost as long as the flight.
It's almost as long as the flight. It's, like you said before, need to go back and go and get some more fuel. Line up and wait, 3-3 right, November 8 Apricot. Okay, so the stop bar lights have gone out. We're lining up. We have everything set. Takeoff, takeoff, takeoff. Heading 8,000 feet. All that's looking good. We have our flaps set. Trims are good. All clear right. All clear left. Scott has control. And see how long it takes the airplane to get airborne.
Rumble Alpha Golf, wind 030, left north, easy right, clear takeoff.
3-3 right, clear for takeoff, November 8 Apricot. So we've got full power set.
And she's not going anywhere fast.
Only 69% power. Accelerating relatively slowly.
Full power. Yes, please. Yes, except for that one. Over there. Number X-ray Alpha, wind 0309 knots, CC right, clear to land.
33 right, clear to land, 803 X-ray Alpha.
General Aviation Terminal. The 777s that we saw earlier on, it's on the ground. Climbing away into the heat and the sunshine of Saudi Arabia. But not very quickly. Saudi Arabia at the moment, heading up towards Midgu, which will then take us into Oman and up into Muscat. First time we got a bit of weather on the journey. Here we can see a few sails, one just off the right of the nose, and two, maybe three bigger ones off to the left of the nose, so we can see those outside. There's the little one, and then if we have a look over the left hand side, we can just see where the slightly bigger sails are off to the left hand side. So, and just utilising our heading with the controller's permission, just to route our way several around the rover.
334.
It's been a long day of flying today. We've done about 9 hours from Crete to Hurghada to Riyadh and now into Muscat. It's now dark. The sun is just setting behind us as we continue eastbound, starting our descent down. And when we get into Muscat, we definitely deserve to have something to eat and a bit of a rest.
Pakistan 225, get right Yankee 5, Uniform Eco, hot shot, stand 203.
Get right Yankee 5, Uniform Echo, hold short of stand 203.
We got full flap at 3 miles or closer?
Yeah, you could do, what are we now, 4.7? Yeah, 3 miles of board.
Alpha Golf, wind 0708 knots, runway 08 left, clear to land.
08 left, stand, November 8 April.
Passenger on board and continue taxiway Tango, Victor, hold short runway 08 left, Fisher 6044.
Pakistan 605, continue, stand 302.
Continue stand 302, Pakistan 225. Good evening, Skyby 7.
Delivery frequency.
Minimums.
Morning. Scott and myself, we're in Muscat. We've been here for a couple of days now, waiting for some weather to clear through across the Arabian Sea and across India as well. So we're on our way out to the aircraft, and we're going to be heading to Mumbai, to over to Calcutta, and then down to Chiang Mai in Thailand today. So looking forward to it. We're heading out to the aircraft, getting some fuel, putting some oil, and getting ourselves ready to go in about an hour.
wind, correction 132, bye.
So up in the cruise, we've come out to Muscat. We're on our way to Mumbai, so we're over the Arabian Sea. It's a bit cloudy, so we can't really see much, but it was a long climb up to our cruise level, and we can see here now that we are only getting about 28% thrust here with the temperature at ICE at plus 23. You can see there that we're getting only 53 gallons fuel flow, which is pretty interesting. But that does put us into Mumbai still with 70 gallons of fuel. So we've got just over 2 hours to go. The aircraft's only getting a true airspeed of about 283 here, even with the power at MCT. So these hot and high temperatures, we're really struggling getting the aircraft to have a much lower true airspeed. And we got a bit of a headwind as well by about 30 knots, so nothing's necessarily working towards us for today, but at least we don't have any CBs at the moment, which is why we delayed ourselves in Muscat.